Hi again. Thanks so much for being here today because we're going to talk about Liberty Mutual's RightTrack program. It's a great way to save money on your auto insurance and is so easy to set up and is very simple to use. And speaking of something that is really simple to use and could potentially save you money, I wanted to just give a little shout out really quick to FreeAdvice.com. If you head over there and you plug in the type of insurance you're looking to potentially save money on and your zip code, it's going to compare a bunch of rates for you. So you could end up saving money, but it's also going to save you time, which is fantastic. So just wanted to give that a little bit of a shout out. Let's head back over to the RightTrack program because it is a fantastic use of telematics. Now, if you haven't heard about telematics, the Insurance Information Institute has an excellent article that kind of does a deep dive into what it is, but effectively it provides information to auto insurance companies, and that's what ends up providing you with that final discount. So it's just a way of tech getting information from point A to point B. Point A in this case is either your phone or a plugin, which we'll get into, and point B is Liberty Mutual. And they hopefully provide you with a discount. So definitely think that it's worth a look because it's going to explain in depth why telematics is so important and touches on something that I think is really important, which is how does it affect driver safety? Going back to the program itself. So there's a couple different ways that you can go about it, but effectively, if you have a smartphone, you sign up by answering a couple of questions and downloading an app. And the app is for, if you have Apple, it's going to be through the Apple Store, or if you have an Android, it's going to be the Play Store. And you will want to just double check that your phone is compatible because there are a couple of, I believe, Windows phones that aren't going to work, and you won't be able to use like a tablet or something. But most iPhones and most Androids are going to be compatible with the app. And the beauty is that you get 10% for just enrolling. By finishing the program and getting what Liberty Mutual calls a driver score is going to net you up to 30% off of a discount on your auto insurance policy. Now, I mentioned that there are two ways that you can potentially get the RightTrack program, and that's because Liberty Mutual also offers a plug-in for people who live in the state of New York. This is, instead of the app, what you do is you sign up, same sort of thing, you enter in all of your information, and then Liberty Mutual ships you a little plug-in that you then stick right in your vehicle, and you follow the program, which we'll talk about here in a moment. And then you get your discount at the end of the program. It's really easy to take out, ship back, super simple to install, and super simple to take back out. You don't have to like break pieces of your car off. But speaking super quick of something that is simple and easy to use, FreeAdvice.com is a great way to comparison shop for insurance quotes. You can do auto, rental, life, business, whatever you're in the market for. Great way to potentially save money and save yourself some time. And you just got to put in your zip code and answer a couple of questions. Now, the program itself lasts for 90 days. So whether you have the plugin or the app, your driving habits are going to be monitored for 90 days. At the end of that, Liberty Mutual issues what is called a driver score, and that driver score is then used to total up your discount. And then that discount is applied to your auto insurance policy. There are specific things that Liberty Mutual is going to look for when it comes to the information that is provided, and the great thing is, like, you can go through and they have like a little FAQ section. If you're curious to know like driving behaviors they're going to look at. It's going to include things like the times you're driving, or whether or not you're distracted on the road, or even like your braking and how you're driving. So if you're swerving or things like that. But they have this cute little FAQ section. You can go in here and see how your final score is calculated, how much money you'll be able to save. You can also, and this is very important to know, is that you are able to opt out at any point in time, and that's not going to penalize you in terms of coverage. So you're not going to lose your insurance because you stopped using the RightTrack program. The discount itself is going to be earned by being more of a safe driver. And I wanted to mention that because it is the driving habits that are monitored. And this is fairly common for telematics programs. And there are many companies that use usage-based insurance savings. You have the Driveways by Allstate, Geico's got Drive Easy. There's also the Progressive Snapshot, and Liberty Mutual has the RightTrack program. And that's going to effectively give you 10% just for signing up. And then it could be up to 30% based off of your driving habits. Okay, so why Liberty Mutual RightTrack? That's an excellent question, first of all. It could be that you're just genuinely trying to save money on your auto insurance, which is a total valid reason for looking into a telematics program. And saving money could be for any other number of reasons, but the one that we're going to take a look at is the driving record. And this is why it's important to note that Liberty Mutual's RightTrack program uses driving habits as a way to determine what your discount is going to be at the end of the program, because you might be wanting to do one of two things or both things at the same time. Save money and show Liberty Mutual that your driving habits have improved. Because one of the things that many auto insurance companies are going to look at is your driving habits. And if you have a clean record, chances are you're going to pay a little bit less. This is also going to depend on where you live and other factors, but if you have any sort of infraction on your record, you might be paying more for auto insurance. So by having the telematics program, which is the RightTrack, you can show Liberty Mutual that you are doing your best to be a safe driver, because the RightTrack program is going to see when you're driving, how fast you're driving, whether you're remaining focused on the road, and all of those pieces of information. And as you can kind of see here, let's bop that up here. Based off of your driving record, you can sort of see with a clean driving record, you're going to be paying less. And then for an accident, a DUI, or a speeding ticket, those rates are going to increase. So one of the ways to save money is sign up for a program that is going to give you a discount for just signing up, which is pretty fantastic, and then also provide a final discount once you've completed the program. And to complete the program, it is 90 days. So after 90 days, what you do is, if you have the plugin specifically, when they ship it to you, they include an envelope. And then you just take that little plugin and you stick it in the envelope, and then you drop that right in the mail and send it back. Once they've received the plugin, they analyze it, they give you your driver score, and then you end up with a discount. If you have the app, it's a little bit more streamlined because you complete the program right through the app. They total up your driver score and then you get your discount. So it just depends on whether or not you have the app or the plugin. Now, another thing that I wanted to mention in terms of if you're in the market to save money, no matter the reason, if you head over to FreeAdvice.com, you're going to be able to enter in your zip code and answer a couple of questions, and you'll be able to actually get comparison shopping for a bunch of different insurance rates. So if you're in the market for auto insurance and you want to save a little bit of money and time, you'll be able to go over there, enter your zip code, and do some comparison shopping. Just wanted to bring that up in case it would help. But back to the RightTrack program. It is a discount, so you'll be able to find it under Liberty Mutual's discount opportunities for drivers. And one of the things that is brought up is that safe drivers are going to save more money. So by kind of adhering to the rules of the road, you can potentially get 30% off as a final discount, which is not an insignificant amount of money. And you can also, the great thing about the RightTrack program is that all of the terms and conditions are outlined super clearly on Liberty Mutual's website. So if you have any questions at all about what you need to do depending on where you're located, you'll be able to go there and get all of the answers. Speaking of getting answers, if you want to go elsewhere to see what drivers are saying about the program, if you go to websites like Reddit and you search for Liberty Mutual's RightTrack program, you're actually going to be able to see what drivers are saying about the program. So if you want to see if it's worth it, if the discounts that drivers are getting are even close to that 30%, or if it's closer to like a 5%, you're going to be able to find other drivers talking about it, which is something that is fantastic to have, because knowing more about the program itself is just as important as knowing about the company itself. But speaking of getting to know companies a little bit more, if you wanted to know more about Liberty Mutual, we do actually have a Liberty Mutual car insurance review at FreeAdvice.com. So if you head over there and you're just curious about Liberty Mutual and the pros and cons and other bits and pieces, definitely check out that review, because it's going to dive deep into what the company's all about. So that's a great thing to consider doing if you want to know more about Liberty Mutual. That's effectively all I have for the Liberty Mutual RightTrack. It is a great telematics program that will ultimately, hopefully, save drivers money and also encourage good driving behavior. So thank you so much for being here. I'm really glad we got to talk about Liberty Mutual's RightTrack program. And just as an added note, if you were looking for comparison shopping ways to save money on auto insurance, if you go over to FreeAdvice.com and you put in your zip code and answer a few questions, you can actually get rates tailored specifically to what you're looking for and also in your area. So it's a great way to potentially save money and also save yourself a little bit of time. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you again soon.